Holy shit, that bitch is crazy. Bound to Vengeance. Yes, that's the name of the movie. So, this movie I watched not that long ago. It was more than a week ago, I want to say. Another movie that I kind of forgot about. It's kind of forgettable. So, Bound to Vengeance is a movie about a kidnapped girl who's kidnapped by a sex predator. Um, so she was kidnapped by him, but it wasn't really shown. The movie kind of starts out. I thought it was a kind of found footage kind of movie, but it starts out with a guy like, "Hey, what's your name?" But it was just kind of introducing. So the movie is about she escapes. She escapes, but in a really fucked up way. She escapes by grabbing a brick or a rock, I don't remember what it was, and hitting the kidnapper over the head. Which usually I would think he's dead, but he wasn't dead. He was just knocked out. So what she did was she. After that whole commotion and everything, she escapes, but then she takes the kidnapper with her, like on some makeshift like animal leader or something. I don't know what you call that. That big stick with that rope on the end to around the neck. That thing. So, um, she's telling him, "Drive me to these places because I'm going to free the rest of the girls that you have kidnapped." And then he's like, "No, no, no." You know what I mean? So the movie's really weird and oh my god, this movie I wanted to like it so bad because I really like the concept. It's more of a it's a violent film or it's like not action packed, but it's a darker film, and the concept is a kidnapped girl gets revenge on the kidnapper, but before she does anything, kills him or tortures him, she forces him to release the rest of the girls. But most of the girls are damaged already. Like one was trying to kill her because she was already brainwashed by the kidnapper. The other one ran away and died. Spoiler alert. And the other one helped her, like she was actually with her. So my issues with this movie was, first of all, before I talk about the issues, I wanted to like the movie, but the issues is what stopped me from liking the movie. So issue number one is the freaking writing. What the hell? I mean, this movie couldn't have been more campy. Like it couldn't have been more campy. I mean, if you can think of an extremely forced, unnatural dialogue, this movie has it. I mean, I think when it started out, it was just when I was cringing and I was like, where she was like, "Open the door." All right, I'm opening the door. Open it. I'm opening it. You don't need to do that. You don't need to add a line of dialogue or any lines whatsoever for a simple scene of open the door, I'm opening it, open it, I'm opening. You don't need that. You can cut that out because you use acting to show emotion or reaction to what she's doing. So if she has this thing around your neck and you're gonna open the door, she's like opening, she's upset, you just open it. There's no need to put a dialogue in there. Another thing is that there was a lot of moments in the movie that just did not make sense to me, which it was kind of thing where something happens and they explain it later on, but it does not have the same effect because you completely forgot about it. So you're like, oh, that's what that was. Oh, this was that. And by the way, there's a twist in the movie, which I don't want to spoil it, but you want me to spoil it, you can go ahead and ask me, and I'll reply in the comments or something. But I don't want to say it in the videos in case somebody wants to watch the movie. I'm not saying that it's a bad movie, but it is very uncomfortable to watch just because of how forced and unnatural the dialogue is. I mean, if you're having a conversation with somebody, it's a conversation. I mean, I love it when directors or writers can write a line of dialogue of a very mundane conversation and make it interesting. Great examples is, well, I'm gonna say Quentin Tarantino movies. I really like Quentin Tarantino, but great ones would be Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Jackie Brown. Yes, I know I listed off three Quentin Tarantino movies. Taxi Driver, the American Psycho, Memento, Clockwork Orange, the Oh No Country for Old Men. I know I'm listing off these great movies and all, but what I'm saying is there's normal conversations in these movies. So in this one, again, this is not, you know, you don't have to be an expert or anything, but if you're writing the script, I'm surprised they didn't look back at the script and say, yeah, we gotta, that seems unnatural. You know, like it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like if this was actually happening, I don't feel like these characters would. I don't feel like these people will be saying that in this situation. And another thing with the movie was it was very like they really wanted the audience to really like the girl and what she was doing. But the thing that she was doing was so it was frustrating because she made a deal with the guy and said because he was bleeding from his head because of the brick or rock or whatever she hit him with. Um, he said, "I'll take you to the girls if you know you take me to the hospital," and that was thrown out maybe 20 minutes into the movie. That was completely thrown out. Like, yeah, I know they're not gonna take her to the hospital, but he kept trying to bring it up, and it was like, "What is? Oh yeah, the hospital. I completely forgot about that." That's see what I mean? It's not natural things in a movie to do that. Another thing was there was a whole scene where she and another girl find a warehouse or whatever it was. I remember a bunch of kidnapped girls that are sold in to be sex slaves, which is an awful thing. That actually happens. That's awful. But in the movie, I felt like they were first of all, they were showing the story of this girl who was kidnapped, and then they start talking about this whole branch of this sex predator not only kidnapping these girls and using them, but also selling them to these people. And there's a big wide chain of sex offenders, not sex predators, sex predators. I can't even speak. And these people selling girls in the black market. And it was trying to expand to something bigger, but that was kind of just left to the side. So the movie comes to a close when she takes the kidnapper, because the kidnapper has a family, has a wife and a kid, a daughter, to be exact, and there was this whole dilemma sequence where she was walking away, covered in blood. I mean, if I'm, it was like in the suburbs too. So if I'm just outside mowing my lawn or getting the mail and I see a chick with blood all over her, you know, I'll be cool. I'll be like, yeah, hard day, I guess. So I mean, the thing is, I liked what they try to do with it. I like the concept, like I said before. But the whole dilemma sequence with her walking away and then she ends up coming back to the house, I guess to kill him or to say what he's done. Like it's not a bad movie. It's not. I would recommend somebody. I would recommend you to watch it if you know like those kind of movies. If you want to see somebody get their shit pushed in and get their vengeance back, then get their revenge on somebody, then maybe you'll like it. You kind of like that. If you like movies that show even a little bit of vigilante justice, maybe you'll like it. So all depends on the person. So my review for this movie will have to be, I don't know. I'm gonna say like a 3.5 out of 10, which is very low, but yeah, I gotta give that movie that 3.5 out of 10. Honestly, it was too forced. It was way too forced. So, if you enjoyed today's video, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you have any suggestions of any movies that you would like for me to review or to watch or discuss about, please let me know in the comments below. And if you watched the movie, also comment below. What is this all about? So that'll be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you, or you will see me, in the next or another video.